Welcome to Tub Tarot. Hope you guys are doing well. We made it through the week. I know a lot of people are just coming out of that government shutdown. So hopefully it'll be a relief to some people this week. This is an early morning over here. It's a little dark, but hopefully you can see. Let's dive in. Source, God, ancestors, divine, archangels, regular angels, please provide a clear, concise messages for the collective. We're just going to see what comes out. Let's go. Ooh. In the water. I don't know why I always put it over there first. Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups. Ace of Wands. Ace of Swords. Three of Cups. And two cards. Ten of Wands. One more card for people. And the Fool. Somebody's got options. Somebody's got new ways of thinking. Somebody's overridden leaps of faith and new possibilities. The fog has lifted. You came out of a way of thinking. And with this little blanket right here, it's like when somebody tries to, like when they try to quiet a bird that's in the cage, like just put a blanket over it. It'll shut up. It'll be quiet. Like you came out of that. Like being quiet, not being your true self. Appeasing. With the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Swords. The new thought processes, the new way of thinking about yourself and the world has sparked creative fire within you. New ideas are coming to you. Not just ideas, but your power. You've called back your power by standing in your power, by being your true authentic self, by removing yourself from whatever illusions or projections that were placed on you. And then we have the Three of Cups, the Ten of Wands, and the Fool card. With the Ace is also creativity. Three of Cups is creativity. It's also celebration, happiness. Oh, 111, just looking at that. I've been seeing 111 everywhere, but by removing yourself, by reprogramming your subconscious, you have now come into a more happier state. I feel like some of you, even though you may not have this community yet, you are the happiest you have been in quite a while. You may have been in the most lack of social, like you don't really have a social life, because when you're in that hermit mode, when you are reprogramming your subconscious, calling back your power, you are alone. But you are finding solace and happiness and joy in rediscovering who you are. And you're doing that alone. In that hermit mode, and with that ten of wands and the 3 of cups together and the Fool, there is a new a new stage of your life is coming. The hermit mode, you were in it, you rediscovered yourself, you reprogrammed your mind, you now may have let go of the pain, so you are now open, your heart chakra is open, you are more open to receive new communities. Because with the old mindset, you may have fallen back into the cycles, because a lot of us, the people we were around, did not do us proper. And so we had a big guard up. But this 10 of wands is showing me that the cycle is over. And this Fool card, that is definitely new beginnings. So in this new stage, there's going to be that community. There's going to be the friendships and people you can learn from, and you're learning from them, and you get the proper support. You bearing the burden of a relationship are always having to be the one to reach out or do, and no one shows up for you. I just saw a TikTok, or was it an Instagram? I don't know. It was so sad. And we all can relate. Like, this girl threw a party and she had set it up so nice. She was going to do a game night and no one showed up. She said that 2 of her friends were on the way, but in the video, I guess they weren't or haven't arrived yet. So she's just there by herself, showing like, no one's here. I brought this food, showing us the setup. And she was like, forgot what she said. She said, rely. She said something to the effect of rely. This shows you who don't rely on, I don't know, something about, she put the focus back on the friends who showed up or something. But my thought process was, you need to reevaluate all of the friendships. Like, why are you calling these people your friends? I don't know, but that just popped in my head. But okay, someone may be going through that right now. Like, you're constantly showing up for people and they never show up for you. But this is a new stage of where you're going to have people show up for you. You're going to have someone to help you carry the weight of everyday life. Part of being in a friendship circle, a group, a community, is just having someone to ping that frustration off with. You know, when you just want to vent. And a lot of you have not been able to have that venting partner. Someone you could just, let's just go grab a little drink and just decompress. You're entering a new stage where that is coming. But let's see what else is going on for the people. What else could be told? Source, God, ancestors, divine. We have the 4 of Pentacles. on the Fool card. Ace of Swords on the Knight of Swords. With the Fool card and the Four of Pentacles, it's giving the people that weren't around carrying your burdens with you, and you did all the work and you were always showing up. These people are watching you take a new, leap of faith journey in life. You may be on the Instagrams, you may be on the Facebooks, whatever. Or they could still be around you in real life and watching you develop into a new, transform. And they are desperately trying to cling on to that old energy of yours. But it's no longer there. Or they're desperately trying to hold on to you, and you physically are no longer around. You've walked away. Not looking back. Let's see, this Knight of Swords and the Ace of Swords. Excuse me. Yeah, that's what it is. Knight of Swords, Ace of Swords. Yeah. Just reiterating. This is always, to me, him defending what he knows. Just say he because it's a he on the card. To be true. And with the Ace of Swords, sharp mind, mental clarity. With people trying to hang on to your energy, there may be individuals around you who are questioning your new thought process, questioning this new person who you are. There may be sly comments or just conversation about you and your life, which people have no place in. And you are just letting them know. You're being clear, you're being direct, and letting them know this is what it is now. There's not going to be any more illusions. You're not going to be able to manipulate me back into an era or stage where I was easily fooled or easily blinded by your words or manipulation. Can you clarify the Seven of Cups? King of Cups. You went from being easily manipulated by your emotions, your heartstrings. You're a caring, loving individual. And so people knew that they could play on that. They knew that they could manipulate that. And you went from being easily pulled and tugged on by the heartstrings to being the King of Cups. The King of Cups is a master of the emotions. Not saying we are heartless, but we are now a master of our own heart. And then when you reprogram the subconscious and know that you are clear, you have a knowing, you are using your intuition, this becomes a more balanced individual where you can't be manipulated because you are strong in your knowing. Let's get the Ace of Cups. Can you clarify the Ace of Cups? Excuse me, Ace of Wands. Page of Wands. I was looking at this card, I feel like it's not just opportunities, but movement of exploring and going to new places. Like the way she's looking is like, bye, bitch. I'm about to head off that way. I'm leaving all of this behind. Some of y'all may be moving. Some of y'all, the Ace of Wands may be connected to a job where you may have to move. And you're moving away from that old community. You're moving away from past illusions. Can you clarify the Three of Cups? Strength. Yeah. What I was saying earlier, this may not be here yet, and you are in your hermit, or were in your hermit mode, are in your hermit mode. We're all at different stages. And in that mode of loneliness, there's strength it takes to keep going, to not fall back into the old cycles due to the loneliness. The strength it takes to even be in that transformational stage, even to be in the hermit mode. People are so surrounded by people all the time. The chatter, the chippa, always noise, always something, always the TV, always the phone. That when you go into hermit mode and you cut it all off, you're just you and there, you and you and you. In your mind, you're sitting there journaling, thinking, meditating. People don't have the strength to do that. You did that. And I don't think a lot of people realize a lot of people don't do that at all, ever in their lives. And I feel like some of you who are listening right now, who are watching right now, this is not your first go round of a hermit mode. This is not your first deep dive in having to recalibrate. Kudos, because a lot of people do none of that. Can you clarify the Ten of Wands, please? Clarify the Ten of Wands. Tower, completion. When we complete something, we move on to the next something. Look at this. This is boom, bing, bang. It's time. 10 to the 0. Alignment, complete order. It is time to move on to the new. Whatever has been around you that has been feeling difficult, giving you a little extra hassle, making you feel uncomfortable, that is what the Tower is coming to knock down. And it doesn't have to be a catastrophe way. I always ask that the universe, source divine, give me my towers gently. But to also have those gentle towers, you got to talk to them and let them know, yo, she's tired. She can't take any more of the big catastrophes. Give it to me gentle. Just let them know. Just let them know. They don't want you to be always frantic in the like in the bowels of the fire in the towers. Just say, give it to me gently. But you gotta listen. You can't wait till the last minute to listen, because that's when the catastrophe, the fire is out of control then. You gotta listen. But whatever's coming, there's a new beginning right afterwards. Right afterwards. And now with this new beginning, now that I'm looking at this and boom, bing, bing. A new beginning that may lead you to more stability. And although this is a pinnacle, when I'm thinking stability, I'm thinking emotionally, and it could be financially. But in relationships, in your mind, your thought process, your creative endeavors, being able to have a community, have ideas, have the mental fortitude, the emotional balance, emotional intelligence to just be stable. It's not an up and down balance. We're not beefing with everybody. We're not starting something and not finishing it. We're not unclear on our thoughts. Stability, stable. Let's see what else is popping. Source divine ancestors. What else can you tell us? Anything and everything. Anything and everything. What did I just say? Strength. Came out again. And then it came out in reverse. When the strength comes out in reverse, it's inner strength. And it also says raw emotions. When you're in that hermit mode and you're by yourself, oh, the nasty cries. Oh my God. The digging deep and touching those wounds that weren't even, oh my God, that were so down low, so old. And it brings out that raw emotion. Yeah, that's it. What else? Five of Pentacles. Moving out of that lack mindset. Isolation. Insecurity because of the illusions and the perceptions that individuals had placed on you. Moving away from that. And right here I said this is about stability. Moving on to stability. New beginnings. What else we got? Source, God, ancestors, divine. Another message for the people. Came out on the side. What's the side? Regaining control, mastery of choices, responsibilities, myth, secrets. Hard work, perseverance. Ten of Wands. Yeah, that's a wand. Now you will see the results of your hard work. For all the hard work you did to close the cycle. Your return, the return on your investment, the new beginning. Let's see what else. On the side, five of swords, instability, overexertion, strife, freedom, loss. Freedom. The Fool card is the ultimately as free as you could be. And then it came out on the shelf. Some of you, the illusions, the people who were putting you and casting these illusions on you were they were harsh, abusive, bullies. It took you a lot of strength to come out of that environment. It took a lot of work for you to know that you were worthy and deserving of better. Let's see the crystal cards have those. Remember your worth. Yeah, I was just, were we not? Now let's pronounce this together, class. Rondochrysosite. Remember your worth. Because when this card came out, it got a little dark. Felt a little heavy, the energy. Like this was not it was a long time of people telling you incorrect things about yourself. And you, the Strength card came out twice. So the inner strength and the outward strength to set down your boundaries, to let these people know that, no, I know who I am, I know I'm worthy and I'm deserving of more. And you're no longer going to be able to manipulate me into believing that this treatment is okay. That's amazing. You should be proud of yourself for moving forward. Because that is the key of all of this. The universe wants you to remember who you are and stand in it. Let's get one more thing. The mushroom cards or fairy cards. Close it out. Energy. Call back your energy to you. Energy, power, aura, depletion. Remember, I also said this could be the people that you're walking away from, still trying to hang on to your energy. So call your power back. Stand in your power. Others do not have permission to siphon off of your energy. No more. Thank you for watching Tarot. Remember, stay fluid, stay blessed.